Harry. Lumos Maxima.
Welcome back to Rabiya's Voice Capsule. Some stories aren't just magical. They're born from pain, persistence, and pure courage. Today, I'm sharing the real-life story of a woman who created the most famous wizard in the world while battling the darkest time of her own life. Let's meet J.K. Rowling, the woman behind the magic. Her name is Joanne Rowling, but the world knows her as the creator of Harry Potter. Once upon a time, she was not a best-selling author. She was a single mother, unemployed, living in a tiny apartment in Edinburgh, Scotland. She was diagnosed with clinical depression. She had no money, and at times, she thought she had no future. But she had something else. A story inside her. She would sit in cafes with her baby daughter sleeping beside her, and write. Not on a fancy laptop, but on paper. With borrowed time and leftover hope. She poured her soul into that story. About a boy with a lightning scar. About friendship, loss, courage, and choice. When it was done, she sent the manuscript to 12 publishers. All 12 said no, but the 13th, Bloomsbury Publishing, said yes. And everything changed. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published in 1997. It didn't just become a book. It became a movement, a world. But what's more magical than Hogwarts is how J.K. Rowling rose from rock bottom to become the first billionaire author in history. And then, she gave most of her fortune to charity. So what can we learn from her story? That rock bottom can be a solid foundation to rebuild your life. That rejection isn't the end, it's redirection. That the darkest moments often give birth to the brightest magic. Maybe you're not writing a fantasy novel. Maybe you're just trying to survive one more day. But remember this, your story isn't over yet. And just like Rowling, you might be carrying the next great magic inside you. You just have to believe it's worth sharing. Thanks for joining me on Rabiya's Voice Capsule. If this story lit a spark inside you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And always remember, sometimes the most powerful spell is not giving up. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, keep creating.